Hey there, Kate McShay here, and in this video I just wanted to share with you what I was able to observe and see basically develop at No Excuses 5 this year, at NES5, and it's going to all start with a text, okay? So all of my observations are going to start with a text today that you're going to see that I will share more with you the reason as to why it's so important towards the end, but just wanted to show you this is a text from one of my teammates asking if we could chat. Actually attended NES5 live stream, was not able to make it to Vegas live and actually go through the workshop there. He was able to attend live stream. So I'll tell you more as to why this text is important, but the two words that I want you to pay attention to in this text are I'm driven. Now, I've gotten texts before from other teammates that have left events or attended live stream, and I get those texts of I'm driven, I'm excited, I'm inspired. But the reason why this text is different is because it has a whole different meaning around it. So let me just tell you a little bit about my husband Andrew and our backstory is that our success came from NES4 in 2013, and we decided to lock ourselves in a room, take massive amounts of action after NES4, and also teamed up with Ray and Ferny and Tim and Matt to have them basically be our mentors for the next 12 months, and that created a massive amount of success in our business. So it was really neat going to NES5 this year to basically be advanced trainers and speakers and be able to observe the process of what they were going to be taking their students through this year at NES5. Now, the whole format was completely different. It was going to be a workshop. It was not going to just be an event with speakers where you would get an overarching understanding of what was necessary to build a successful business. They were going to be taking you through something different. And so what I was able to witness by sitting back and actually observing and watching students take action was what I like to call a gradual release of responsibility. So the best way that I can describe that is when I was a previous second grade teacher, what you would do is obviously with an example of reading, you would start with letters, and then letters create sounds, and when you put more letters together, they make words, and then phrases and sentences and paragraphs, and then a whole story altogether that creates meaning, right? It's a gradual release. The teacher starts with helping them understand the words, the sounds, the text, the phrases, the paragraph, and the meaning and the understanding. And so they hold that student's hand through the process, and then they gradually release. And that student is capable to take action and become a fluent reader on their own. So NES5 is what, in my opinion, that's what was groundbreaking here, is that what I saw was an extremely effective way of executing the gradual release of responsibility for business owners. And so what these four gentlemen were able to do in a 3-day weekend is what I find extremely powerful. They were able to take business owners back to basics, back down to the fundamentals, to the ground floor, and literally handhold them through the process of learning how to drive traffic, create a capture page, what happens after that, setting up your autoresponder. And it wasn't just through explaining, it was literally through hand-holding and taking action. And then what I saw from that was absolutely powerful from Friday to Sunday. People left No Excuses with results already. Many had results already, as well as they had an understanding that this was what was necessary in order to create a successful six-figure business. And it wasn't just an overarching understanding where they were left trying to put the pieces together the week afterwards. They already had the tools necessary. It was just about lather, rinse, repeat, doing the process over and over and over again and fine-tuning it. So the students that were on live stream as well as their live were able to understand that this was the beginning of their journey. So what I loved is that they brought them back to basics. They brought them back to the understanding of what needs to be done first in order to become continually successful in their business. And what I have to say that I think is the most powerful to me is what happened afterwards, is they created a community of students who were committed to, number one, not only have success for themselves, but also to create that for other students that had attended No Excuses. And now that they almost understand that this is a community where they're all going to help each other continue to get results. I absolutely love when I get texts from a teammate that says I'm driven in this way, in this form. His purpose and his purpose behind I'm driven in this text was not just I'm excited, I'm inspired, but I don't know what to do. He's driven because he knows exactly what he needs to do. He generated 11 leads the day before through what he had taken action on at NES5. Getting other texts from people saying, I generated 3 leads and I already have a sale. I generated 20 leads and I have 2 sales. And then having one of my teammates come up to me with tears in her eyes and give me a hug and say, I finally get it. It finally makes sense to me. And have her generate 2 leads over that weekend through a campaign that she put up through the gradual release of responsibility that Ferny, Ray, Tim, and Matt brought these students through is just, for me, it's groundbreaking, and what I truly think NES5 did for not only me as an observer, but for the students that are there. I really think that this is changing the game for how people in our profession are going to put on live events. This allowed people to learn how to start from the basics to create results in their business and gave them that blueprint for a 6-figure business to repeat over and over and over again. So I know that both Andrew and I are so happy we were able to be a part of this process. And I want more texts from more teammates, and I want to see more commitment from the people and the students to continue to just keep moving forward and driving forward, because that's what's the most important to me, was to be able to see that process from Friday and how it developed all the way through to Sunday, and the results and success that people are still having, 3 weeks out after NES5 is over. So awesome job, Tim, Ray, Matt, Ferny. You guys are amazing, and I'm super excited to hear about all the success stories that are going to continue to happen from NES5. Take care, guys.